And this is a Dutch TA-3017 field phone. This is it. These were developed in the late 50s when NATO was first starting to kick off, and all the NATO countries, where a lot of them were making their own phones. They'd previously been using leftover German stock, the old FF-33s from World War II that had been repurposed by a lot of countries, or they're using American EE-8s. This phone was built by a German company for the Dutch Army. There's some of these out there in a German version. They have a different number and different markings, but basically function the same. This is it. It consists of this canvas cover with a carrying case. This is it. A Bakelite phone. If we wanted to, we could actually remove this phone from the case itself. It's got schematic diagrams on here. Serial number right there. Manufacturing markings. There's the actual marking from the Dutch military. Basically a two-wire field phone. Hand ringer right here for the magneto to crank. You can connect the handset in a couple different spots. One of them is right here on the back. There's a plug. There's also a spot right here for the three-prong handsets, like the old World War II and Korean War chest rigs they used to have that had the three-prong plugs you could plug in there. Also, I'm thinking, I don't know, you could plug a handset right in right there. Next to it right here in this spot, these are the binding post connection points. You unscrew the binding posts, you put them in there, tighten them down, and they're tight. Operates on 2 D-cell batteries. This is the compartment right here. I like how they have it set up so you can tell which battery goes which way and which side. And to operate that, it's very easy. You swing that lever over, and you'll work it up, and this compartment will pop open. That's it. And we'll go ahead and close it, and we'll go ahead and back down, and away we go. Has a ringing bell on it. Has no volume adjustment. Like I said, the magneto crank is right here. The handset pulls right out of here like this. Push to talk. It's also Bakelite also. This phone can operate in either a common battery or a local battery mode. And inside here, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little adjustment. There's a screw right here that has actually an indicating dot on it. I can either set it for local battery, common battery, or RC. The RC, it can be used in conjunction with some radios they had. You can remotely connect the radio to this phone over field wire and talk to it like that. Has a hook switch right here for operating it in common battery. I don't know if this switch came with a dialing unit. I'll do some more research on that. But that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and shut it down. We'll hook it up to another phone and make some phone calls. Okay, I went ahead and hooked up to my EE-8 to make some test phone calls, and we'll go ahead, and the first thing I'll do is we'll call from the TA-3017 to the EE-8 using the hand magneto. Here we go. Pretty strong ring. We'll go ahead and do an audio check. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2. Loud and clear. That worked well. Now we'll go ahead and we'll call back the other way. We'll call from the 838 to the 3017. If I can get it to crank here. You can hear it's not very loud, and that might be because there's a slight voltage difference and frequency difference in what the EE-8 put out and what some of the European phones use, but they were NATO compliant. They could work with other NATO phones, as we demonstrated right here. I want to emphasize one thing on the common battery. It talks about phones operating on common battery. A lot of common battery phones didn't have a dialer on them. When you set this phone for common battery, and if you're connected to the correct switchboard, as soon as you pick the phone up like this, it'll ring the switchboard operator. You'd still have to have an operator process your call, but you didn't have to do any hand cranking, and that's how it worked. Also, you didn't have to have any batteries in the phone. And that's it for the Dutch military, or the Netherlands military, TA-3017 field phone. Thanks for watching.